So, what's up people and welcome to the Short Mission 11 discussion of Spy Family. So, Short Mission 11 came out about a few days ago, and as always I will leave a link to this mission that's currently being shown on the publisher's official website, Manga Plus, for free to the North American audience. So if you're interested, I will go take a look at it before they pull this mission back. Okay, so this is the 11th in these short chapters that really don't involve the main story, but are often quite cute on their own. They're typically done during a time when the author is taking either a break or there is a national holiday going on in Japan. And so I don't think there's a national holiday going on right now, although both Monster 8 and Spy Family seem to be taking a break at this time. Whatever the case, Tatsuya Endo, I hope you get a decent rest during this time. But in any case, Short Mission 11. This was quite interesting. It was kind of short. Well, it was very short, actually. And when I read it, I was like, okay, that's nice, but it's not much of a story. But the more I thought about it, I realized that no, this might actually have some importance to the actual story. And in fact, when I looked at the comments in Manga Plus, there were many people who also agreed in the same manner. So in any case, this is a story that happens quite a while back when the Folger family first got together, right? So Anya, Yor, and Lloyd. And Anya wanted to put that sign that she has on her door. And so she decided to carve a sign for herself. And so with the, support of Yor, as you see in this image, Anya started carving her name plaque. And Yor sitting there going, I could help. I'm pretty good with sharp objects, which she is. But unfortunately, knowing how she did with the cutting tools for cooking, I'm not sure if you want Yor to be working on that. But in any case, Anya does a good job and she makes the sign. And of course, immediately, Lloyd notices this and tells Anya, I think you misspelled your name. And so Anya says, oh, as you see here, or actually, in the beginning starts wondering what he's talking about and then goes, oh, and she corrects that plaque. And it ends up looking like this. And at the very end of the chapter, we see Anya basically in her room contemplating her name, Anya. And so if you think about it, it's like, okay, so it's pretty cute. Anya made a little plaque, she misspelled it, and then she corrected it, and it's all done. So why did Tatsuya Endo dwell upon something so simple? But what's interesting is, yes, she originally wrote her name as Anya with an I. And if we think about it, when she received that name, Anya, this was not a name that she received from Lloyd. This was a name she already had in the orphanage, and Lloyd assumed that the name was spelled Anya. And so when Anya made this plaque, he of course corrected her. But if you look at this image where Anya's puzzled at what's going on and then finally realizes what Lloyd is talking about, I think originally her name was spelled with an I, Ania. And it's only because Lloyd told her to change it to a Y that she did so just to fit in with the family. And that's why you see at the very end of this chapter that she is dwelling upon that name. And of course, maybe that's really cute in the sense that she now has a new name which represents that she is part of this family, and maybe that is why she's dwelling upon that name. But the other possibility, and many of the people commented on Manga Plus, is that there may be some meaning behind the name Anya with an I. I mean, typically it is spelled Anya, so why was her name deliberately spelled Ania? And so many people were wondering, is that a code that maybe Project Apple gave her? Is there some meaning behind this name? We're not sure. And some people went as far as to say the I is not a I, it's actually the number 1, and it's basically giving some information that her original name was AN1A as some sort of code and classification. I'm not really sure if it goes that far, but there does seem to be some merit to the comments that people made that maybe there is a greater meaning behind the original name. And that is why she is now dwelling upon her new name of ANYA. So if this turns out to be something more than just Anya contemplating that she is part of the family, then maybe something with regards to her original name, ANIA, will appear later on when Project Apple will probably come out with regards to Anya. And so that will be interesting to think about. But this was a very interesting chapter. It didn't really cover much. It was just a name plaque. But the meaning behind it was quite interesting, and maybe it suggested something beyond just a simple spelling error. So yeah, I thought that that was a very interesting thought. But in any case, it was nice to see this chapter for one specific purpose, that we got to see the serious cute side of Anya again. I mean, if you looked at the most recent chapters, we always see the mean face Anya, right? The goofy Anya that we see over the past several chapters. And we hardly ever see the cute, serious face of Anya. And the scene that you see here goes back to the original drawing of Anya that we first got introduced to. And it was really nice to see her in this method. And in that way, I'm wondering if this was something that Tatsuya Endo wrote quite a while back, and he brought it out from the mothballs to give it to us as a short mission. I'm not sure, but in any case, it was endearing to see that old style Anya. But in any case, if you read it, what'd you think about it? Is there anything deeper than just a spelling error? What do you think? Any comments will be greatly appreciated. And until the next mission, happy manga reading, and as always, Jaya, nice day everyone.